It was supposed to be a formal legal panel, polite, professional, and well-mannered. The kind of event where even raised eyebrows were rare. The nation's top legal minds had gathered under one roof, broadcast live to millions. But nobody expected the Chief Justice of the United States, John Roberts himself, to lose his temper. And nobody, absolutely nobody, could have predicted what happened next. It took just one exchange, one spark, and the courtroom decorum was shattered. When Judge Roberts suddenly exploded at Jasmine Crockett on live TV, it sent shockwaves across the country, but her cold, calculated response, that went viral before he even finished yelling? The moment began with a simple question. Jasmine Crockett, sharp as ever, calmly asked Roberts about inconsistencies in recent judicial decisions, particularly how certain rulings seemed to favor political allies while ignoring precedent. She wasn't accusatory. She wasn't hostile. She was direct.
Yep.
But something in the tone, something in the truth of her question hit a nerve. Roberts leaned forward, slammed his hand on the table, and for the first time in his judicial career, raised his voice. "That's an outrageous accusation," he barked. "You will not challenge the integrity of this court in my presence." The room fell silent. The crowd froze. Cameras caught it all, the pounding gavel, the red face, the fire in his voice. This wasn't just a disagreement. It was a breakdown. Justice Roberts had snapped, and the world was watching. But Jasmine? She didn't flinch. Didn't blink. She leaned back in her chair, paused for a second, just long enough for the tension to peak, then leaned back in and dropped the response that would ignite headlines. Her voice was ice cold. "Mr. Chief Justice, I'm not here to coddle egos. I'm here to protect the Constitution." The silence that followed was explosive. Could feel the air get sucked out of the room. Some of the justices looked away. Staffers clutched their earpieces. Even the audience held their breath. Jasmine continued, unfazed. "If your court's rulings can't survive a single question from a sitting member of Congress, maybe the problem isn't my tone, it's your tolerance for accountability." Her words cut deeper than any insult. It wasn't loud. It wasn't cruel. It was a scalpel, and Roberts knew it. Within seconds, the clip exploded across social media. Crockett versus Roberts began trending on X, TikTok, and YouTube simultaneously. Millions of people watched Jasmine's stone-cold stare as she held the Chief Justice accountable on national TV. Legal scholars, activists, even celebrities shared the clip with captions like, "This is how you speak truth to power." The moment became a cultural reset, not because of the yelling, but because of the silence that followed Jasmine's calm takedown. That night, pundits across the political spectrum reacted with disbelief. "I've never seen Roberts lose control like that," one legal analyst admitted. "And I've never seen someone so calmly take that energy and flip it back in his face." Late-night hosts played the clip on repeat. TikTok creators reenacted the moment. Someone even edited it like a movie trailer, dramatic music, slow motion, and the words "she didn't blink" splashed across the screen. Jasmine Crockett had just become a political icon again. Meanwhile, Roberts tried to walk it back. His office issued a carefully worded statement hours later. The Chief Justice regrets the tone of his response but maintains the integrity of the court must be respected. But it was too late. The internet had already taken Jasmine's side. Her cold, clear words had become the quote of the week. One user tweeted, "Jasmine Crockett didn't raise her voice once and still buried the most powerful judge in the country." Reporters flooded Jasmine's office for comment, but she declined interviews. Instead, she posted one sentence. On her official account, "Accountability is not disrespect." That tweet alone garnered over 12 million impressions in 6 hours. Fans, activists, legal experts, they all chimed in. For many, it wasn't just about the argument. It was about how she handled it. She didn't panic. She didn't fold. She faced down one of the highest-ranking legal authorities in the land and didn't blink. In the days that followed, the confrontation sparked debates in law schools, talk shows, and think tanks. Was Roberts out of line? Was Crockett justified? Answers varied, but one thing was clear. The balance of power was shifting. No longer were members of Congress afraid to challenge judicial elites. Jasmine had set a new precedent, that truth isn't always polite, but it's always necessary. And courage looks a lot like a black woman holding her ground in a room full of trembling suits. It's that moment, one outburst, one cold response, will be studied, replayed, and remembered. Because it wasn't just about a judge and a representative. It was about a system being confronted. It was about accountability meeting arrogance. It was about the power of staying calm when the other side screams. Jasmine Crockett didn't just shut down John Roberts. She reminded America that real power doesn't shout. Real power stands firm, speaks softly, and still echoes across history.